What do Agel, Your Inspiration at Home, My Secret Kitchen, and Longaberger all have in common? They were not fringe startups or short-lived side projects. They were established direct selling brands with global reach, loyal distributors, and real product demand. And then within a short window of time, they collapsed. To understand why, you have to look above the brands themselves. All four were owned or controlled by the same holding company, originally known as CVSL Incorporated and later renamed JRJR Networks. The strategy sounded logical: acquire multiple direct selling companies, centralize leadership and infrastructure, and let scale solve profitability. Agel was one of the earliest success stories. Founded in 2005, it gained attention for gel-based nutritional supplements that avoided pills and powders. The concept resonated, international expansion followed, and revenue reportedly surged into the nine-figure range at its peak. When CVSL acquired Agel in 2013, it was seen as a cornerstone asset, but the growth slowed. Distributor churn increased. Operational costs stayed high. By 2018, when the parent company entered bankruptcy, Agel's operations stopped almost immediately. The website went dark, support vanished, and there was no independent revival. Your Inspiration at Home was a separate company, though often grouped with My Secret Kitchen. Your Inspiration at Home operated mainly in New Zealand and Australia, selling spices, gourmet food, oils, and kitchen products through home demonstrations. It built strong local communities and relied heavily on relationship-based selling. My Secret Kitchen was different in geography, but similar in spirit. Based in the United Kingdom, it positioned itself as a more modern version of the same gourmet food concept. Sleeker branding, updated tools, and a refreshed personal selling approach. Operationally, it was distinct from Your Inspiration at Home, but both companies sat under the same parent ownership and shared financial dependencies. When JRJR's finances unraveled, both brands fell quickly. Your Inspiration at Home entered bankruptcy proceedings in New Zealand and Australia in early 2018. My Secret Kitchen entered administration in the UK around the same time. In both cases, operations ceased, distributors were left without clarity, and no relaunch followed. Longaberger was the most visible collapse. Founded in 1973, it became a household name through handcrafted baskets sold at home parties. At its peak, tens of thousands of consultants generated nearly $1 billion a year in sales. CVSL acquired Longaberger in 2013, but the business model was already under strain. Manufacturing costs were high, consumer behavior had shifted online, home party selling no longer matched how people wanted to shop. In May 2018, Longaberger shut down operations entirely, ending basket production and closing the chapter on its original business. On the 29th of June 2018, JRJR Networks filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in Texas. Trading was suspended and then delisted. Assets were liquidated, subsidiaries dissolved or were sold off. Longaberger's brand would later reappear under new ownership, rebuilt as a digital social selling business with no connection to JRJR or MLM structures. Agel, Your Inspiration at Home, and My Secret Kitchen never returned. These failures were not driven by a lack of belief from distributors or customers. They were driven by structural fragility at the ownership level. When the parent collapsed, the brands beneath it had nowhere to stand. Four companies, one holding company, and a reminder that in direct selling, the stability of what sits above the field matters just as much as what happens on it. And before you move on, there's one more thing worth saying. Stories like these tend to leave people with the same question. If even established companies can disappear, where does that leave someone just getting started? That's exactly why I'm careful about what I recommend next. If what you actually want is a straightforward way to start earning online without paying upfront or tying yourself to a single company structure, there's a cleaner option. Master Affiliate Profits is the system I point beginners to consistently. You can start at no cost. The training is included. The tools are included. And commissions are paid for life. It walks you through picking offers, getting traffic, and earning commissions step by step. So you're not guessing what to do next or rebuilding every few months. When you open a new MAP account using the link on this page, I also include 14 premium bonuses at no charge. Those cover traffic methods, email list fundamentals, high-ticket funnel frameworks, AI prompt packs, fast start plans, and tools that help turn written content into income-producing videos. You sign up through my link, go through the training, share your referral link, and start building from there. Check out my MAP Syndicate link in the description below.